and highlights and choice cuts.
We'll take another look here at the touchdown. And again, here's Herman McCormick. Now, I still don't know why Leon Lett's not in here. Here's Guy McIntyre making a good block. And, you don't want to run at Leon Lett. But when you get down there in the goal line, he better be in there. And to have Leon Lett, and I'll say this every time, to have Leon Lett over there on the sideline doesn't make any sense to me. But watch Detmer. There is one happy guy celebrating his first touchdown.
59 seconds left. Walker standing at the 10. He has one big return, but this one won't be another one. Walker gets out to about the 27, stopped by Sylvester Wright.
You go back to that defense, and again of the Cowboys, and they got that rotating thing, and sometimes they get a dominant player and they rotate him right out of there, and then a guy like Ty Detmer comes in and takes advantage of him when they're doing it. Remember last week they rotated Deion Sanders out, boom, Marino comes in and throws a big play. Right here they're going to take Leon Lett out, boom, they go right where he was for a touchdown.
Irvin split wide to the left. Taylor out there with him. Screen pass was supposed to develop. Didn't ever have a chance. To Emmitt Smith. And there's a little wrestling match going. That's Fuller and Eric Williams. That one's been going on for about 3 years.
That's one that we saw earlier, that Eric Williams hit Fuller, and he knocked the contact out then, and then he's just punching him. I mean, Eric Williams threw that right, and then Fuller says, I'm not going to take this. And Fuller's going to be in an all-day fight over there.
Taylor deflected the pass intended for Irvin.
You don't think Bobby Taylor's fired up?
Whoa.
I remember a year ago when he was going to play against Michael Irvin the first time, and Ray Rhodes said he had to challenge him, and he did challenge him, and Bobby Taylor that week was Defensive Player of the Week, and he is covering Michael Irvin right now like a blanket.
He might win that award again.
I know, and if he doesn't watch out, he's going to be Defensive Player of the Game again. Defensive Player of the Week again, I mean.
Third down, 11. Aikman to throw. Time gets into Johnson. Not enough for a first down. Johnson cut down at about the 33-yard line by Don Griffin. And the teams are headed toward the locker room.
And you think in that first half, you remember when the Cowboys were down there and they were going in and they fumbled that ball on third down, and they had to go for a field goal. And you can't give a team like the Philadelphia Eagles a lot of opportunities, because they're fighters and they're scrappers, and they're going to be an all-day job with them.
And they have a very impressive young quarterback in Ty Detmer.
They have a very impressive runner in that guy, Ricky Waters.
Sure do.
He looks like he's ready to run today. Like you said, Ty Detmer, I mean, he's been out there and moving the ball around. In this first half, he has thrown the ball to 8 different receivers.
There was a question about his size. There's a question about his arm strength. I think both of those questions have disappeared.
Yeah, we'll show you this play here. This was third down, and watch this. The Cowboys were going for it. Remember here, now this was third down. They were going in for a score. Troy Aikman fumbles the snap. And again, that being third down, they recovered it, but they had to kick a field goal. So that, in essence, could have been a 4-point play.
That gave them a 10-7 lead, but the Eagles came back and put up a Ty Detmer touchdown to take the lead. And that's the way it stands now, 14-10.
And the Eagles were able to control the ball and keep that defense on the field. And it looks to me, when you can do that to the Dallas defense, that you can get them tired. And it looks to me at the end of this half that this Cowboy defense was starting to wear down.
Maybe that's why they continue to use that rotation. But you shouldn't get tired like that.
No, I mean, but again, that's by the Eagles getting a lot of first downs, and the Eagles really playing well this first half.
That's the end of the first half with the score 14-10 Philadelphia. James Brown and Terry Bradshaw will be along with the Dockers Khakis halftime report following these messages. John, you know, easily the Eagles could have panicked after that long kickoff return by Walker and the quick fall behind.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the defense, the way they played him. I've been very impressed with the way Bobby Taylor is playing against Michael Irvin. I've been very impressed with Ty Detmer and the way that he's been cool and calm and moving that team. And again, the Cowboys kind of remind me of the team they were when they didn't have Michael Irvin, because this is the same thing. For the first half, for all intent and purposes, they haven't had Michael Irvin.
Well, the Eagles and Bobby Taylor have taken him away.
And I think again, if you are the playmaker and if you are the guy in the pass offense, you have to find a way to get the ball to him. I really believe that, because if you keep dinking and dunking, then you're going to get frustrated. The Cowboys are a frustrated offense right now.
Here's the kind of coverage Michael Irvin has been faced with. Good coverage by Taylor.
And I think the more Taylor does that, the more confidence he gets and the more frustrated Michael Irvin gets.
Witherspoon, nothing doing. Flag on the play, way back downfield. The Cowboys special teams again do their job. And again, it's Jim Schwantz who's down to make the hit.
Jim Schwantz is becoming the best special teams guy on this Cowboy team.
Penalty is going to be against Philadelphia, so they'll back him up a little bit. You're talking about Jim Schwantz? Here he comes.
Yeah, again, you watch number 52, and once he knows that he's not going to be blocked and he's got away from those blockers, then he really explodes to the ball carrier.
Why don't you block him?
Well, they probably did try earlier, and then he probably beat that guy, and he was probably running free when you first see him.
Holding against the Eagles, and that backs him up to their own 8-yard line. 1st and 10, Philadelphia leading 14-10. First play from scrimmage at 3rd quarter. Waters goes in motion. Detmer trying to buy some time, does. Detmer slides at about the 14.
How did he make Tony Tolbert miss him on that one? Woo!
Halftime statistics: rushing yards, the Eagles have the edge. Passing yards, the Eagles have a big edge.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, the Cowboys only have 41 yards, and the Eagles had 142 yards. Look at that, 213 total yards. And again, the reason that the score is this close with those numbers is that there hasn't been any turnovers either.
14 first downs for Philadelphia. That means that Cowboy defense has been out there a long time.
Yeah, and as we said, at the end of the first half, they started to look like they were getting tired. You know, and part of that is the Eagle offense keeping them out there and making them play and frustrating them somewhat and wearing them down.
Charles Haley playing the right defensive end, the left as you look at it. And Detmer gives to Waters. Waters up to the 20. And that's enough for a Philadelphia first down. Fred Strickland made the stop.
Waters looks like he's more explosive. Even with that gained weight, he looks more explosive. Look what he did in the first half. He had 13 yards to the left, 25 yards up the middle, and 26 yards to the right. So he hasn't been one-dimensional in any way. I mean, he's been going up the middle and to the right and to the left.
He's just been very good. Detmer going deep. Looked like Irving Fryer stopped running.
Well, again, it was a matchup, you know, that they're looking for. I think anytime the Cowboys get a Lundus Bryce in there, and you can get your receiver lined up on a man-to-man. Remember that happened last week in Miami?
Yeah.
I think they try and go deep on a Lundus Bryce the first time they see him manned up on their top receiver.
3 wide receivers this time. Some room. Cut down at about the 26. Beg your pardon. A gain of about 6.
Anytime you're going to run a draw, what you try and do is you try and pass protect to get these guys to come up the field. Then you delay and you bring the ball in there later. See, you do it on a passing down. You get the pass rush. they really did too good a job of blocking Leon Lett. They would have been better letting him go up the field a little. But they pinned him on the line of scrimmage and let Charles Haley get up the field.
3rd and 4. Detmer, incomplete. Intended for Chris T. Jones, knocked down by Darren Smith. Wonder what's wrong with Kevin Smith. Oh, there he is. Right foot.
Yeah, it doesn't look like. Remember, 2 years ago he injured that Achilles tendon and had surgery there. And it doesn't look like they're worried about the Achilles tendon. It looks like they're working on his foot or toe.
Kelvin Martin back deep. Hutton to punt for Philadelphia.
Should be another kick to the right. You see that directional kick? And you saw the fullback hit the right side of his head.
Martin dodged one man, dodged another, tiptoes down the sideline, flag on the play.
I don't know why the Cowboys can't see that and get some kind of jump, because the fullback is back there. He's the guy in front of the punter, and he's tapping the side of his head. That means it's going to go to that side.
46-yard punt by Hutton, 13-yard punt return by Martin.
Something happened out of bounds. Again, anytime you see an official without a hat.
Block in the back. Flight return, team number 57. 10-yard penalty, first down.
It's going to be right here in the lower right-hand corner, right there.
By Alan Campos.
That's a block you saw. Campos looked like he had pretty good position, and then the guy turned, and he just stayed with that block.
So the Cowboys will take over after they walk off the penalty. 1st and 10. 14-10, Eagles lead. Texas Stadium. Cowboys have the ball at their own 25. Aikman back to throw it. Michael Irvin's first catch of the day. A Cowboy first down. A strike from Irvin.
And you know that they had to talk about that at halftime. You know, we said if a guy's your playmaker, if he's the guy in the passing game and he doesn't catch any passes, you have to find a way. He has to get open. You have to get the ball to him. Again, Bobby Taylor has good coverage there, but Michael Irvin is so big and strong that all he has to do is get one-on-one and get his body between Bobby Taylor and Troy Aikman.
Good throw by Aikman, and here's Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith gets around and sort of strolls out of bounds at about the 39, just shy of the 40-yard line.
Well, you know that your passing game is in trouble when in the first half your leading receiver is your tight end Eric Bjornsson, and he's caught 2 passes for 12 yards.
Something's not right about that.
Something's not right about your passing game, but something is very right about that Eagle defense, and especially that Eagle defensive secondary, their pass coverage, because they're not doing this with a great pass rush.
2nd down. Just got it off. Aikman to throw. Incomplete. Intended for Darrell Johnston. You saw the flag come flying. And again, a little shoving match. This one between Deion Sanders and Troy Vincent.
Yeah, the other side. We talked about Michael Irvin and Bobby Taylor. Then on the other side, if that happens, then you're going to have Troy Vincent against Deion Sanders. You know, again, that's going to be happening up here. You know, Troy Vincent is a good corner in his own right. And Deion Sanders just tried to run right over him.
Forget the pass.
I don't know what the heck that was.
I don't either.
Then he throws a left, and he got the hand and the face mask, and the face mask on face mask. I don't know. And then how about this battle here in the line? William Fuller's back there. He has a shield now.
Yep.
He's wearing goggles and shields and everything in his eyes, and he ended up by getting Eric Williams on his back. You know, who are they going to call the penalty again? I mean, if I had to, what I saw in the picture there, I would have said the penalty would be against Deion Sanders.
Barry Sanders must think so. Switzer, I'm sorry.
Pass interference on number 51 is declined, and holding number 22 is accepted. 5 yards, automatic, first down.
Well, he said holding number 22. I don't know if he meant number 23, which would have been Troy Vincent.
22 is James Fuller.
Yeah, it would have to be Troy Vincent, but I think I think the Eagles got the worst of that deal. Because here it is. Again, it's up there, and that's Troy Vincent up there, unless he said that he held him when he